Earnhardt. Chevy against Chevy. 3 Chevys up in front. Last lap at 191.2.
They're getting faster and faster. Schrader was able to pull the line quicker than anybody so far. We'll have to see if Earnhardt can pick those numbers up.
Chevrolet the top 3, Ford in 4th. Chris Economack.
While you guys are watching that great battle up front, I've been watching Al Unser Jr. At lap 24, he is 20th place. He started 40th. He's passed 20 cars so far, and he's on his way.
What a run he is having. And remember, that's a backup car. The car in the 125 was torn up.
Yeah, but the key to that backup car is that's Ken Schrader's Busch Clash car. When Al lost that car in the 125, Rick Hendrick said, hey, look, we're going to give you a good one. They gave him Schrader's Busch car that he ran second, so this car has got a lot of potential.
Davey Allison looking back at Unser. Unser came in here with an orange and black car, and it became a white car as part of that Schrader team. Coming back for the lead. And those are Chevys. 1 through 4. Kowicki now puts a Ford into 5th. I think I said Jeff Gordon a moment ago was in a Ford. That is an error. He is in that Hendrick Chevrolet team. Rick Hendrick has told us he thinks this kid is the franchise in the years to come, and he sure looked it out here, winning a 125-mile qualifier, becoming the youngest to do so. So it's Earnhardt staying up in front for the moment. And we'll be back with more live exclusive coverage of the Daytona 500 on CBS Sports after this message and a word from your local station. After 28 laps, Dale Earnhardt in front, Schrader then in second, Irvin third, Gordon fourth, Alan Kowicki fifth. But there's a wholesale change every lap out here as we continue 17 cars in the first draw up there in that top draft. Here's Schrader, tucked right in there, holding on to Earnhardt. Those Chevrolets stacked up, but now notice Alan Kowicki's Ford beginning to penetrate the top 5. Take a look further back in the field here. There you see number 30, Michael Waltrip, having a very good run. Right with him now is Ricky Rudd. Michael Waltrip in that 13th position, Rudd in 14th. Jimmy Spencer in the number 12, the Bobby Allison car, running behind them in 15th.
There's a change for the lead. Schrader's around Earnhardt. There comes Ernie Irvin in the 4 car. They made the shuffle on turn 2 and they cleared Earnhardt.
And Kowicki trying to push the Ford up to its highest spot thus far under green. Here comes Alan Kowicki down on the inside, working Jeff Gordon on the outside of the 24.
Kowicki was very strong in practice here yesterday afternoon and turning some of the better laps.
Take a look at Alan Kowicki. Ernie
Kowicki,
Irvin has this view. Whoa.
Well, look how close they're getting there, Ned.
They get awfully close. Too close for comfort.
Bobbing, weaving, now pulling away. Was that a cushion of air we saw right there?
That's exactly what it was. There was a little bit of a vacuum that he hit. He first of all hit a little bit of a wall of air. Look there, he has the momentum now down on the inside. It's sort of like driving on the freeway and you come up behind or a big truck. You pass it and you feel that blast of air off of it. Well, that's exactly what they're doing here at 190 miles an hour.
Kowicki pushes number 7 up into second spot, then falls back to third as Earnhardt trying to stack them 3 wide in the tri-oval.
They can stack them like that, but they can't leave it stacked that way. They got to straighten them out into turn 1. While they were doing this shuffling, Schrader got a little bit of a lead on them. Here we see Earnhardt pulling up behind Schrader with a 4 car down inside of Kowicki.
33 of 200 laps complete. David Hobbs is standing by with Waddell Wilson.
Chris Economack just took the words out of my mouth. Little Al's having an incredible run from the back of the field. I'm with Waddell Wilson. Are you surprised the way Al's going?
Well, I really am. You know, we're the backup car, which is Kenny Schrader, the Kodiak car. And here he's out here, and he's passed half the field already. And he's talking about the race car. Right now, the car is pushing, and we're going to adjust it as soon as we make a pit stop, and hopefully we can get it better. But, you know, working with him all week, you know, it's been a thrill. And, you know, he has the ability, the unbelievable. And his father's here in the pits with us. And you know, they're great people to be with.
You got 2 rookies in the Hendricks team. They both seem to be going pretty well so far.
I know, you know, but, you know, there's a lot of people, you know, behind all this. And it's a big operation. And there's a lot goes into it to make the cars run good.
Thanks. Well, there's a long way to go. Back to you, Ken.
Ken, I think
back runs in that 17. Sorry, Neil.
Ken, I think one of the keys when we see Unser in this car, I think out of all the IndyCar drivers that participate in IROC and everything, Unser has shown the ability to work that draft as well as anyone. I think it wouldn't be a surprise if this guy came in here and got up here and led this race.
And one of the big surprises is how well he's gotten along. Everybody seems to like Al Unser. Waddell Wilson was telling me that he's become the spirit of the team. They really think that he can do a number out here in the 500.
Well, when he walks into the garage area, he commands a lot of respect. As Neil says, he's very versatile. He can drive stock cars. Of course, he's proven he can drive the Indy cars. Whatever he gets in, he's a winning type of a driver.
Here he comes after Allison. Davey Allison running 16th, Unser 17th, Dallenbach 18th, and Wilson the 44-19. Back up in front. 35 laps complete. This time by. Schrader, Earnhardt, Kowicki, Irvin, Jeff Gordon back there in 5th. And Sterling Marlin for the Stavola brothers is having a fine ride in that 6th spot at the moment. Just behind him is pole sitter Kyle Petty. Jeff Gordon looking at him there, running his 5th position. Here's Mike.
Alan Kulwicki has the only Ford among those Chevrolets. And who says auto racing's not a 2-team sport like baseball or football? Paul Andrews, is that little Ford a little lonely out there in that group of 5 Chevys?
Well, that's not bothering us too much. You know, it's all a bunch of good drivers out there, and Alan's doing a heck of a job right now. You know, Alan just says the car is perfect, and we're just going to run where we can run.
Ken, it's the most confident I've seen Kulwicki on race morning ever.
Quicky's the first one to tell you his Speedway program hasn't been up to par. He said, even though I won the championship, we've got to work on our Speedway program. Looks like they've made some big gains through the winter.
Best Daytona finish was 4th just a year ago. Alan Kulwicki in number 7.
And pit stops will be coming up here in the next 10 to 12 laps. A number of cars pitted during those cautions, so they can go a mile as far as fuel is concerned. Alan Kulwicki trying to move up a little further, but it's tough down there on the inside when you're by yourself.
Got left out on that one. There you see Schrader first, Earnhardt second, Ernie Irvin third. Kyle Petty's picked up a little ground. $2.5 million at stake here this afternoon. Sugared off in this 500. And Schrader has been close, but it's never been his. And for the moment, he and Earnhardt in a skirmish up in front with Ernie Irvin right behind them. As you look again at Jeff Gordon closing in. He'll be a factor before this day is over.